What are pressure sores? How do you spot them? Can you prevent them? What if you get one? Today we're going to find out. Pressure sores are injuries to the skin and tissues beneath that are typically caused by pressure, especially over bony areas like heels, elbows, hips, and backsides. If you use a wheelchair or don't move around much, you really have to be on the lookout. That's because you're at a higher risk. But how do you prevent pressure sores? For starters, you need to stay healthy. Avoid conditions that put you at a high risk like diabetes and vascular disease. Activities like smoking can also put you at a higher risk. And you should eat right. Malnutrition can cause protein and vitamin deficiencies that raise your risk of pressure sores and can lead to slow wound healing. Also, if you're malnourished and not maintaining a healthy weight, the loss of fatty cushion around pressure points increases the risk. Pressure sores typically develop over time but can develop rapidly, so you need to perform pressure reliefs. These exercises allow you to take the weight off of the areas that are under the most pressure. Pressure reliefs should be done at least every 2 hours while in bed and every 30 minutes while using a wheelchair. In bed, you can roll over on your side. Just be sure to change the position you're lying in. In your wheelchair, you can lean back or you can lift yourself up and float. Just be sure to do that for at least 30 to 90 seconds. If you use a wheelchair, make sure it fits. This will cut down on pressure and friction that contributes to pressure sores. So be sure to get looked over by a physical or occupational therapist to get a chair that fits and to discuss cushion options. You also need to perform daily skin checks. You can use a mirror to check hard to see places or have someone help you. And finally, be sure to pay attention to the places most likely to develop pressure sores, like your heels, ankles, knees, hips, spine, tailbone, elbows, shoulders, shoulder blades, ears, and the back of your head. So what happens if you develop a pressure sore? You need to see a doctor right away. Pressure sores can progress into serious medical issues quickly, so it's important to treat them quickly. Otherwise, you risk the chance of hospitalization or serious illness. Pressure sores progress through different stages, starting with no skin tearing all the way to deep tissue wounds. A doctor will be able to determine which stage the sore is in and treat accordingly. Your doctor may also prescribe creams and lotions. These lotions protect the wound and encourage new tissue growth. They can also break down dead tissue that needs to be cleared before healing. Be sure to keep the wound clean to avoid any infections. You need to be especially careful if you experience any kind of incontinence. You may not be able to feel the wound itself, so be on the lookout for other signs of infection, like fever, malaise, headaches, redness or swelling around the wound, growth in the size or depth of the wound, discharge from the wound, or any other change in how you may feel. If found early, infections may be treated with simple antibiotics. But if left untreated, infections can cause serious, life-threatening illness. Once your pressure sore is treated, a doctor may refer you to a physical or occupational therapist to explore ways to cut down on pressure so you can avoid developing another sore. The therapist may look at your chair to see how it fits you. They may also recommend a special mattress or positioning devices to reduce the risk of pressure sores while in bed. And that's everything you need to know about pressure sores.